Okay, waiting for some people to come in from our other stream. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hi, Miss Linda. Yay, y'all can hear my pretty voice. It might not be the prettiest, but you know. Hi, Miss Team. That's pretty quick thinking to write you guys. I can sing now. Is it somebody's birthday? Do I get to sing somebody's birthday song or somebody's anniversary or something? Do I get to sing? Hello, Nancy. All right. Thank you, Sonia. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the other stream, but we lost sound. So I was writing things out on a piece of paper saying, hey. So if you watch the the stream before this one, that's what this stream's about, because we lost sound at the very end. So we had to stop streaming and start a new one. So. Wow. The last thing you heard me say is they are living my dream. Wow. All right, Mama. Have fun. I bet you that's going to be nice when you finally get done. My hand is hurting. Or itching, hurting, you know. Stop streaming and start screaming. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Miss Ann again. Laura's back. Laura, go ahead and put that first prompt in this stream. That way, if anybody comes in and missed it in the other one, they can go ahead and start in this stream. Merry unbirthday to you. Feliz no cumpleaños, we call it here. Where are you from, Miss Paula? Where are you watching from today? Wow, Buenos Aires in Argentina. Wow, hopefully I'm saying that correctly and not butchering it like some of the things that I butcher. But I'm pretty good at saying stuff. I took enough Spanish class to try and pronounce things correctly. Sorry for your soccer loss, Paula. That was bad. Whoa, who won? Because Ray's husband was watching that, and I didn't get to ask her who won that. Don't cry for me, Argentina. That's what the song reminds me of. See, I don't keep up to date with that, but I do know that he was watching that game. Who are you talking about? You still have one last chance. Well, I guess I'll figure it out. Mexico has been winning. My eyes are starting to, our vision's starting to go out. So, Miss Paula, if you are new in here, welcome, welcome. Welcome back, Miss Marina. I'm trying to get the rest of everybody back in here because we had almost 30 people, and then spray gesso. They have spray gesso. And where can you purchase this spray gesso? It's smooth. Does it have the grit like you would like if you painted it on? Oh, have you, Paula? I must say that I have Emily moments. And if you don't know what an Emily moment is, it's where I forget. I have it comes naturally and physically. It's where I forget what I'm saying, or if I forget certain things. That's why I love going back and watching my streams, because it helps me remember. This is like my online journal. So I'm hoping that I can go back, and I tell a lot of information about myself and about my stream. That way I can go back and I go, oh, okay. So. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I seen that you were chatting in Spanish. I was reading it, actually. I understood half of what you said. Not all of it, but half of what you said. And it helps to have a friend whose husband is Spanish speaking, so you can understand a little bit of stuff, what people say. All right, Miss Rose. Yeah, get those thumbs in the air, she says. What was the name of that? What's the name of that stuff? And what brand? Joy, honey, in the what? In the R. Were you a pirate? Oh, thumbs in the R. I got you. Krylon spray gesso. I think I've seen that. And it was a little expensive. I think me and Ray looked at that once upon a time. All right, guys. I hate to do this, but I got to go pee. Those things make me go pee. So, please excuse me. Chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right back in a minute. Boom. I gotta get a whole roll of freaking paper towels since my kittens decided they wanted to have fun with the paper. Never leave paper towels or toilet tissue or anything out where kittens can get to them. No, I'm not gone. Paula, I remember this conversation. We were saying that you needed to get some craft videos out there because you were a gamer and you love to craft. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. I remember you now. Yep, I'm back from outer space. I'm not singing a song, I'm just humming. I don't get in trouble. Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and get the rest of this mixed media mashup started. So I'm going to put you guys back down to the desk. Hopefully you guys are ready to rock and roll. We're going to do this, and then after I get this first prompt done, I'm going to go and get my fan because it is like blasted hot in this house, and I don't have the air conditioners on. And yeah, it's hot. So I'm going to put you guys down to the desk, and we will get this started again. I do have an old channel about paint shop pro, maybe turn into craft and stuff. Hey, that'd be awesome. Just make sure you come in here and be on that channel. That way we can all subscribe to that channel, Miss Paula. And just let us know who you are. And if you want to, go ahead and come in on it. That way people can subscribe to it and we can watch it. All right, now that's down. Book is up. Book is up. Hook. Oh, hook us up, she's saying. Too shy to show you work. This is what you could do. You don't even have to show your face. Show what you're doing instead of showing your face. Like me, I love the camera, but a lot of people love my work too. And why is my phone getting so blasted hot? We may not get to stream as long as I want to because my phone is like burning up. Hang on a minute, guys. I gotta take you out of the cradle and out of my phone case because my phone case is like super duper hot. And when I'm streaming, it burns it up. So if I click a button I'm not supposed to, I'll come right back. No, it's not an Apple iPhone. It's an LG. Okay. That's okay. We have some Spanish-speaking people in here. Hang on a minute. I'm putting you guys back in my cradle here. I gotta put my little wedges in here because it wants to come out of the thing. Well, I've also had other types of phones that overheated like this. Oops. Sorry, guys. Y'all just landed on my desk. It is hot in here. The only thing I don't like about this is like the little rubber pad on my casing or on the tripod has worn off, or I've put it in and out of the case so many times. I have to put these little rubber things off. Oh, crap on toast. Well, guys, we having technical difficulties. At least I didn't spout a cuss word I wanted to say. When I stream, this thing gets super hot. It's going to come out again. I can tell. And my phone, yep. Glad I had it in my hands. Go to the ceiling dance. Sorry, guys. I'm covering you guys up because it's a lot of shifting and I am like burning up. I've got to get a fan in here. It is like hot. Now I understand what Ray's talking about. So I'm covering you guys up that way you all don't get sick and I don't get sick. There we go. All right, can y'all see me? I started out small when I began crafting, Paula. Trust me, I hardly had anything. I hardly had anything to my name to craft with. But guess what? I made it this far, and my beautiful subscribers and my friends here on YouTube, they helped me out. Good morning, Skylar. Give me a second. We're having technical problems. The first stream, we only got one prompt done. I ain't even got this thing glued down yet. So we're basically just starting. Give me a second. It's hot in here. I got to go get a fan, and I will burn up if I don't. Y'all getting to see me move around and seeing my slightly dirty craft room. And my chairs. Oh, I need a new fan. This thing used to blow so well, and now you can barely even feel the darn thing. I need an air conditioner in my craft room. I had a little one when we moved. I want to put it in that window right there, but don't know if it's sealed shut or not. So sorry. I'll have to get all the prompts later, waiting for Mom to get home from rehab. Got to let her into the house. Okay. Laura will be the one posting the prompts, so please look on the website to get the prompts. So, Paula, did I convince you to get on there and start putting some videos up, some small, like 5-10 minute videos, snippets is what I call them? I started out doing videos. Here until the call. Okay. Paula, make sure you go and head out to our Creative Jewels by Emily website on Facebook, our group, so you can chat with these beautiful ladies and view our wonderful artwork. All right, ladies, I'm going to go ahead and put you guys back down to my desk. Hopefully we won't have any problems. Paula, go to, hate to say it, but I'm going to say it just really quick, AliExpress, and they have what they call a quad. Basically looks like an octopus, and I've got it right now on mine. You can attach it just about anything, and it comes with a phone adapter where you can put your phone in it. That's what I'm using right this second. I don't want to take it out of its tripod again because, Lord have mercy, it's a pain in the neck. And it only cost me like maybe $4 at the most, and you can start by using that, and you can stack up like like a glass, a couple glasses, and wrap that sucker around the glass and aim your camera down. It's so easy to use. You can use anything that's taller than the tripod. And when I first started, y'all see that tripod right there in the corner. I started out with this one behind my desk, aimed down, because it was higher, but I couldn't get any lower. And so I broke down and I bought a little tripod here, and it works so much better, and you can do so many things. You can set it just about anywhere. It's portable. Perfect. Go to AliExpress and search tripods, and you'll find it. You shouldn't pay no more than $6 for it plus the shipping. If it's free shipping, you're in luck. And there's my Mod Podge right there next to my big glue bottle. I must be blind, because here it is. Well, I got another little bottle. You're very welcome, Miss Paula. I'm trying to help out all of our little crafters here. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get you guys down to this, because if I keep a yakking, I'm never going to get this done, because we have been on here for an hour and 14 minutes, and we ain't gotten nothing done but sit here and talk. All right, now, let's get some creating done, ladies. So let's get you down to the desk, and we will get this napkin down. All right, so the first prompt was add napkin or tissue. If you missed it, here's the first prompt. First prompt, add tissue or napkins. And I'm going to add some tissue of my palette. I'll use my thick Mod Podge. So all of you new crafters and don't know what the heck I'm doing, this is what they call Mod Podging or decoupaging. You take napkins or any type of paper and you basically glue it down to your surface. Now your trick on getting it just right is you have to be patient. The thicker the glue that you use, the more sturdy it's going to be. The thinner the stuff that you use, you're more likely to put a hole in your napkin or whatever you're using. Now, if you make your own Mod Podge, that's perfect. Now, if you use the store-bought Mod Podge, be careful with that stuff when you use it, because although a lot of your Mod Podges say non-glossy or matte, it's going to turn out glossy anyway. Don't listen to the package, because it's going to turn out glossy anyhow. So if you buy matte and you're looking for glossy, just get your matte. It's going to be glossy. But you can also make your own if you're in tight quarters and you don't have a lot of money to expend on your Mod Podge. You can go to the store, buy you some regular like Elmer's glue, or if you're really dire on straits, you can go to your Dollar Tree and get your jot glue. Sometimes you can get 2 for $1 in a pack. Take about 3/4 of that. Just pretend this is the small bottle. Take 3/4 of that out if you want thick Mod Podge. This is glue. The rest of it's water, and shake it up real good. That's if you want a thick, regular Mod Podge. Now, if you want like a more thinner Mod Podge, if you want a true matte, just a flat white wall paint too. Yep. But anyway, if you want like a thinner Mod Podge, half and half. 50% glue, 50% water. Shake it up, and there's your Mod Podge. It just depends on what thickness you want your Mod Podge and how well you want it to stick. Now, it just depends on your thickness of your glue, the consistency of your glue, on how your paper is going to react. The more water that you have in your glue, the more saturated your paper is going to get. The more glue that you have in your paper or in your glue mix, the more it's going to stick to the surface and what things that you are sticking to your surface. Like this is already beginning to dry, and it's going to be crispier. Now, when I do my napkin journals, I do more of a thinner base for my Mod Podge, for my water and my glue mix, because I don't want it so sticky that whenever I put the napkin down, it's not going to come back up. I want to be able to shift it. It's all in practice and trial and error, I should call it. You just got to work with your consistency and practice with it and see what consistency that you like and what best suits you. And if you do not have a fancy smancy heat gun, guess what? A hairdryer works just as well. And if you don't have a hairdryer, well, stick in front of a fan. If you don't have a fan, well, you're just going to have to sit there and wait. But if you live with a woman, 9 times out of 10, you are going to have a hairdryer. I have one in here I used to dry when I tea stain, when my coffee stain. Do I ever add the marble dust? Well, when I go to make my gesso, I never can find the 2 packs that were sent to me in the mail, and so I end up using baby powder. But guess what? Baby powder works just as well, and it actually smells better than the marble dust when you put it down. But whenever you actually put it down, you can hardly smell it, so that baby powder smell does go away. And it also gives you the same effect as you would if you used marble dust. Yeah, there's a storm brewing here too, Carrie. It's getting kind of, ow, that's my glue gun. It's kind of getting cloudy over here, so I got to kind of keep an eye out on the weather, because it may produce some rain, and Cooper is outside, so if I tell you, hang on a minute, I got to go get Cooper, that's the reason why. Or I got to go pee. Yeah, put it on your clothes dryer works too, but you don't want it sticking to your clothes dryer either. You got to be careful of that. And also, whenever you dry it, try and keep it on a flat surface, because your surface will bubble up and kind of curve. But if that happens, ladies, if your page kind of wonkies up and it's bubbly, after you're done, stick it in something flat and make sure that your page is dry. Make sure your page is dry, or put some wax paper or parchment paper between each sheet and put it in a flat book, or put something that's heavy on top of it and lay it flat, and it will straighten your pages out. Just as an FYI, if you get pages that are kind of uneven as they go across, put some wax paper or parchment paper on top, and then place something heavy on top of it, which will straighten your whole sheet out. I've got to finish drying because there's some spots in here that are still wet that I can feel, and I'll have to pull this up. Right, Crappy. I watch, and for the people here on the East Coast, I listen, because a lot of the time, 9 times out of the 10, we're going to get that same weather just a couple of days apart. Now, I'm going to trim this napkin off. And so now we have our first prompt done after an hour and almost 30 minutes. Our first prompt is done. Go figure. We're going to be on later than usual, apparently. Or if I speed demon through this like I sometimes do. Alright, let's put this back down. I use these strips of tape to, you don't have to do it. I just do it to keep my page from coming up on me. Sometimes it likes to do that. So, I put it down. And plus it keeps my page straight. If you aren't careful, it could deteriorate the napkin and become a huge mess. Yeah, it could break your napkin apart. That's another thing, Skylar. Thank you. Whenever you are Mod Podging a napkin, be careful. Have a light touch whenever you're putting the napkin down. Don't press down or you're going to rip your napkin. Your brush will rip your napkin. Try and plug this back up. I've got to kind of almost speed through this because whenever my phone overheats like that, I got to be careful with the charging. All right, guys, are we ready for the next one? I know you guys have been ready. Laura, you ready? Pat it down. It's dry. Hi, Susan. All right, our next prompt is, let's see what our next prompt is. It says, add splatters with paint or ink. Okay. We shall do. Add splatters with paint or ink. All right. I think we will do some ink. So, I have a clean one. Oh my goodness, I need to clean my paint trays, guys. That's okay. I'm going to scrape one of these out. Sometimes the paint that's left in there I can use as deco. Alright, so what I'm going to use is this glitter ink by Bria Reese. And I'm going to do a splatter technique on it. I'm going to shake it up real good. And this color is called, I can't read it. That's what it's called. Pink. So we'll see what it does. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few drops of water to this. Going to mix this up. So we've got like, ooh, I'm already splattering. So we're going to splatter already. All right, that is my ink splatter. gotten it everywhere. I'll go ahead and get that up before it stains my mat, and I have to use chemical to get it up. I gotta keep an eye on the outside because I don't want it catching my Cooper Duper outside in the rain. He's been caught in the rain twice, and I don't want that to happen again. Have you not got it yet, Skylar? All right, we have that one done, and it's turning out really pretty. Got a real pretty splatter effect going on. Oh, you're back. You was on the phone. Well, you didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. All right. All right. We ready for the next one, guys? Laura? All right. Our next prompt is use paper cuts or die cuts. Paper cuts, you can use like pictures you've cut out of magazines or clippings out of newspaper. You can use that, or you can use your own cut die cuts. And let me see what we've got in here. See. Let's see what we got in here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Hey, 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 hey. Whoa. That's some goopy stuff. That's some sticky, icky stuff. This feels like snot. This stuff feels like absolute snot on your fingers. Rubbing that off. Good thing this stuff, it even looks like snot. Like a boogie on the end of my finger. Okay, I'm gonna have to use my other tacky glue. Oh, why am I getting my big bottle? I'll get my little bottle here. Lesson learned. Oh, you like crowns, Patty? It's one of your things. I got this in Happy Meal. I can't remember who I got it from, but I got it in Happy Meal. But I'm using it. It was a little bag of like little scissors and crowns. Little hands with gloves. It looks like with gloves. I can throw in the towel today. I am done. Everything is being so rushed. I'm a quick crafter, Amber. I can create some beauties in minutes. Ask them. I can. I bet y'all can time me. If I had no interruptions, I bet you I could have a beautiful something done in within 30 minutes. Only washing and cleaning. I gotcha. I feel you there. I hate it when I can't craft, when work comes first and you just want to sit down in front of your craft table and create, but housework comes first. Then you're creating time. Just fork me, I'm done. Good one, Ann. Crafty, I think your fingers are against you, darling. That is true, Paula. Y'all want to challenge me in doing that? We can do that. You can't beat me. I'm good. Here. You said, hang on a minute. Let me roll back. You said, Amber, live happens. It's okay. You meant life happens? Y'all could do a challenge me on that one. y'all are up to it, we could do it on Thursday if I'm not doing something. Oh, well, crap, I can't. Because Wednesday is ATC, and we have got to catch up on our Word journal because I'm almost a month behind, guys. Almost. We have got to get that done unless y'all want to move on to July's or move on to the next one and let you all do June's Word journal for yourselves and create, and I'll catch up with that later on. I don't know. But I'm ready for the next prompt. Are y'all? But first, I gotta go pee again. That's one thing I don't like drinking them monsters is I have to pee so much. So, hang on a minute. Well, I can craft and also create something pretty and it be my own. But I do things. But I'm gonna go ahead and draw the next prompt. That way, you guys can be getting ready for the next one. Laura, go ahead and take this down. Our next prompt is markers or pens. Markers or pens. I'll be right back, ladies. Get you some markers or pens. And go ahead and start that because when I start it, I'm usually pretty good. I'll be right back, guys. Right back. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to Did I lose anybody or did I gain anybody? Whew. Oh, I think on my feet a lot, Miss Paula. I think on my feet a lot. Like this right here. This is basically me thinking on my feet because I never know what I'm going to do until that card comes up. But markers or pens is the prompt. So we are going to use 10 pins, if they work. And we are going to draw out a very simple little shape here. And I'm using gel pens for this. Is Miss Angela still in here? Or is she quietly observing? It don't take me no time to place something. Sometimes it's in the wrong place. Sometimes it's in the best place. Oh, I can make all kinds of stuff with magazine scraps. Come in on my ATC day, because all that is card stock and magazines and glue stick. And some scissors. That's all it is. If you think too long about it, then it's not. Then you're overthinking. Don't overthink. Place and drop it, because sometimes when you think about it too much, you stress yourself out. If you just pick it up and drop it, sometimes that's the best thing to do. Don't overthink it. You'll stress yourself out. And this pen's going to quit working. Yeah. I'm going to have to go back to what I drew it with. Oh, there's Miss Angela. Ah, she's lurking. That's okay. Me too here, but cleaning desk and working. Ah, a lot of lurkers today. That's okay. You don't have to talk. Just support. You being here is supporting me. You don't have to talk. I'm not making you. Ain't pulling your legs. I ain't pulling your arm and your hair and biting your nails and scratching you to talk. That's okay. You don't have to. I enjoy your company even though you do not talk. What I'm doing right now is I'm making my roses. I'm coloring the flower petals in with different colors. Give it a little bit of contrast, because sometimes that looks really good against a picture. I gotta get another color because it's not gonna be enough pink and purple. Oh, that's true, Ashley, or Angela, sorry. That is so true. Guess what, ladies? I now have a car I inherited my brother's truck. I can now go yard selling in thrift stores. Well, Laura, you ought to come see me then if you've got a vehicle. Come to Georgia. We'll show you around. What? Oh, wow. I can't wait to watch your video, Mealy. Oh, you plan to do that one day? Woohoo! Yeah, yeah. Me and Ray can show you all the places we get all our goodies at. And plus, I have a Goodwill right across the street from me. I can walk to it. Well, it's a little bit of a walk, but I can walk to it. I know y'all don't want to see me coloring all this in. I'm trying to hurry. It's likely going to get covered up anyhow, so kind of being a rushy rush on this one. Well, color that right there. Get another. There you go. That's a darker purple. It'll contrast it. Another purple. Y'all don't want to know how many journals I'm working on right now. You don't want to know. Okay. I'm working on 8 different journals right now. No, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm working on 9 different journals, guys. 9. Actually, 10. Sorry, I missed one. I have to work on them little by little. And I'm about to start. Me and Ray are about to start another one, so that's 11 journals, guys. 11. That is a lot, but I work on them little by little. It's not a why so many? Paula, I do auctions, and I make them for the auctions. Everybody seems to love it, all the artwork that me and Ray do, but we work real hard. We put a lot of love and care in our journals. You can ask some of the ladies that have purchased from us, and we put a lot of love and care into our products that we make. And we do an auction every 3 months, but we've been taking a break. But me personally, I'm doing an auction on the 31st of August, which is my birthday. And so I'm trying to raise money to be able to go on a mini vacation and to get some art supplies and stuff like that. Okay. Alright, I think I got all my rose petals put in. You got all the golden books, Janie? Oh, share the wealth. Because Ray's got me collecting those things, and I am putting together journals with them. So, share the wealth. I don't have any real good ones. Thank you, Mr. Scholar. A lot of people would have went down with that. I had to watch. Wow, Jamie. Share the wealth on the little goldens, because I got a little tiny collection of goldens that I'm using. Wow. I made some really cool journals. I found one that y'all are going to be in love with when I get done with it. Because me and Ray have put both of our brains in behind this, and it's going to be in the D-stash. And I can't wait to show you guys. It's going to be awesome. All right, now I'm going to use a different style of marker here. That was pen, and I'm going to use marker now if I can find it. If I can't find it, then, well, there it is. You're going to color in these leaves with a marker. And this is a Art and Company pen here, or marker. It's like a watercolor marker. And it's got the glitter stuff in it. And it will get all over you, see? And a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to use much of this stuff. And there comes the thunder. I gotta go get Cooper here in just a minute. I don't want him getting trapped out in that rain. One side of the yard is sunny, And the other half of the yard is like iron. Go figure. Wonder if it's, oh yeah, that's moving in quick. After I get this sleep done, I gotta go grab Cooper. I don't want him getting caught in the rain. It might be just a heat storm, but you know. No, not really. He's not scared of the thunder, but he don't like getting wet. He don't like the rain. So I used pen and marker, so once that dries, you can see the leaves print. Get Cooper's pouring here. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm gonna listen to Ray because she's only 15 minutes away, and if that's the case, I gotta go get her. Be right back. Got the Cooper Duper. All right. You need to go. Y'all need to come down here, guys. We've got all kinds of places we could take you. All kinds. Ray knows a bunch of places, and if we can't find it, I look for it and we go. And there's all kinds of estate sales that happen on the weekends down here, ladies. I can tell you, you find some good finds. Ray's got me into going to the estate sales, and oh my God, y'all will not believe all the goodies that we have found. Well, y'all have seen some of them. What? What are y'all talking about? For the expo, are you guys going? Are you guys going to the one here in Georgia? Is that what you're talking about? The crafters, the scrapbooking thing? Oh, y'all suck. Because me and Ray's going to go to the one down here, but we're only going for one day. The one that Stacy's been talking about, the one that's in Duluth. Y'all can come get me. I can't pay for the ticket. Y'all come get me. I ain't never been over there. I'm going to do a road show. The Crafters Road Show. How about that? That's what y'all could call it. It's Crafters Road Show. Alright, that actually turned out rather pretty. I like that. Accentuated the flowers. Color that in. Gives it a little character. That is really pretty. It accentuated these flowers. This is what happened to the last one. The last Paris thing that I did. I did flowers right here and it accentuated the roses right here on the tower, and those are basically round about the same colors. Alright. Y'all ready for the next one? The next prompt? Because I know I've been sitting here talking and coloring and all that. Now this is a little bit smaller than paper that I've been using. I cut a piece of big sketch paper in half, and so this is about sort of my normal. All right, y'all ready? Because I'm about to draw the next color. Or the next color. Y'all hear that thunder? It's about to pee pour to rain out here. Yep, that's why I listen to Ray, because she's only 15 minutes away, and it comes here, or if it hits there, I know it's going to hit here within minutes. As I said, she's not very far away from me. Alright, I'll put these right there. I'll put them up there. Alright, I'm drawing the next card. Ready or not, here I come. Laura, you ready? The next card is use card to paint. Use card to paint. All right, now that could be any type of card. You can use one that has textures. This is one I ripped off of an Xfinity ad, and it has like the raised things where you've ripped it off. Or you can use like an old gift card like that. Or you can use an old like store card. There's 3 different cards you can use, or you can make your own card out of cardboard. You can even cut a piece of chipboard like that where I've made it, and you can cut little marks in it, and you can use it to scrape along your page to make texture. So you can use anything that's a card resemblance, okay? Anything that's sturdy and you can scrape paint it. So that's for our new crafters. Skylar, if you want to do that, you can play along. I don't want to use this one yet because I still got one that still has a little bit of texture on it, the same kind of card. So I'm going to use this and put a little bit of texture on there, and I already have some paint that's been sitting on my desk, and so I'm going to use it, and it's a metallic red, so that's a good thing. And I've got some metallic copper, so I'll use it too. All right, Millie, I can't wait to see your video. And so I'm going to add a little bit of this red and this antique copper on here. And we're going to scrape at the sides. Sort of an ombre effect. Like that. We're going to load our card like that. And we're going to just scrape our paint on. Doesn't have to be in any form, rhyme, or reason. You use your card to scrape it on, give it a little texture like I just did. I'm not going to use all that paint. I use quite a bit of it. Alright, I don't have to use all that, and I gave it some texture. You can see I scraped it on with a card. It's on there, and I'm going to clean this paint up. That way I can still use it, because that came out in a big bunch. going to dry it up. Like I said, I'm a quick crafter. This is not a 5-minute thing, but if you want to take 5 minutes, take 5 minutes for each prompt, or 2 minutes, or however long you want to take on it. Time yourself and see how much work that you can get done and beautiful artwork within an amount of time. Somebody was mentioning that earlier. I think it was Miss Paula. Alright, now I need to get this dried. The metallics takes just a little bit longer to dry since they're made a little bit differently. Thank you, Patty. What was number 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Use markers or pens. I watched a movie this past weekend, and I can't get that darn song out of my head. It was called First Sunday. You gotta watch the language if you don't want to hear bad language. But it was about it had actors Ice Cube in it and a few other famous actors, and a lot of actors that played in a lot of the Medea movies. But there was a song that they were singing, and I don't know what the name of the song is, and I've got it stuck in my head. And I cannot get it out. And if y'all watch the movie, y'all know what song I'm talking about. I love watching that. What was number 2? Add splatters with paint or ink. Alright. Everybody's writing prompts down right this second, so I'll wait. Let me know when you guys are ready, because I'm going to pull the next card. Ooh, it's getting ugly out there. I can tell you that. It was pretty and sunshiny outside. Now it's getting ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. James Lee's going to be getting wet soon, or he's already wet. All right, drawing the next card, ladies. Drawing the next card. Our next prompt is add ink or paint drops. Well, we kind of sort of did that already. Add ink or paint drops. Well, I can do some paint drops. I just can't do a lot. This is called Purple Pizzazz. Put a little bit of purple in there. I'm just going to use the back end of the paintbrush. Put some dots down. Because you never know. I mean, These are scheduled drops, but you know they're drops. Almost like a boulder, but not. I'll just put my hand right in it. Hey! Alright. That's it. There's some paint drops. That'll work. Ain't got to be extravagant with it. Thank you, Skylar. Now you see what we can create with just what we have. This is just barely anything, guys. A napkin, a couple markers and pens, a little bit of paint, 2 colors to be exact, a card, and a little bit of water, inside some paint. Ooh, and splattering it. Y'all hear that? Ugh, I'm getting nasty over here. Yuck. One person that I know of, if she's watching, she loves this kind of stuff. And I'm just waiting for her to pop in. She knows who she is. She's bought both of them. Yeah, and die cut. Sorry, Happy Joy Joy. Lordy, lordy, y'all are getting to experience my little thunderstorm out here, and I wasn't kidding. Is that wind or thunder I'm hearing? You're hearing thunder, Scholar. That's here in Georgia. That's why I had to go get the Cooper Duper up from outside, because that rain's going to be vicious. Because Ray only lives 15 minutes away from me, guys. And when she says it's raining, pouring there, oh, I can see it. It's pouring across the street. I can see it. I bet you it's pouring to pour. Oh, gosh. It's hitting that road like you wouldn't believe. It's raining sideways, guys. Y'all can't hear the rain because y'all have the fan in here. But it's raining sideways here. Holy crap. But I'm all right. I'm in the house. It's rain. It's poured to rain like this before. Why is my arm hurting so dang bad? I need to get it checked out. It keeps hurting. Anyway, y'all ready for the next one? There she is. There's Carolyn. That's the person I was talking about. I was wondering. Speaking of the devil, is she shop here every time? Yes, James Lee is out in it. I knew Carolyn was in here. She sits quietly. Whenever I do a Paris theme or something like this, she's like, I'll own it. See, I told you Carolyn was in here. She lurks a lot. I know she's in here when I do something. My mixed media, she's always in here. All right, ready. We are ready. So our next one is, let's see what it is. It says add fabrics or string. Add fabrics or string. Good thing I got my glue gun plugged in this time. Add fabrics or string. So let me see if I can find my my pretties. Ah, there it is. There it is, ladies. There it is. My pretty pretties. And if Carolyn likes this one, it'll go into a commission piece, or it'll go up out in auction, and I'll get it framed and get it prettied up for her. She always buys my Shabby Chic and Paris stuff. Unless Angela gets to it first. Let's see. You should back off of the energy drinks. Not good for you or anyone. I know, Shirley. I'm getting fussed at. You're the first one to fuss at me today. I actually didn't drink much yesterday. I drank coffee because I had a hankering for some coffee, and Ray's got me drinking coffee where it's not got any sugar in it, and James Lee made his usual sugared up coffee yesterday. I was like, whoa, too much sugar. And so I said I had him pour more coffee into it to tone it down. Ray's getting me to the point where I don't want to drink a lot of sugar. And I normally don't drink a lot of sugar anyway. But tone down. I was going to get out and walk today, but I just did not feel good today. I made James Lee get me out and walk me yesterday around the block a couple times. I even extended the walk a little bit, told him to go around one more time. I felt really good yesterday. So I'm starting a little bit of a diet. And I'm hoping it'll work. Oh, they work for me. Sometimes I have more energy, and my body just does not want to produce the energy that I need for it to, and that kind of gives it a little bit of a kick in the butt. I mean, I don't drink them a lot. Like some people, like 2 or 3 a day. No, not me. I drink maybe 1 or 2 a week. All right. Now we've got our fibers or string on our page, right? This and there. It's on there, and it's fuzzy. It's fuzzy. Uh-oh. It's fuzzy. It's fuzzy. All right. Y'all need some more time on that one? Should have 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. I have no idea what's worse for you, coffee or energy drinks, because sometimes energy drinks are more water and sugar than they are caffeine, to be honest with you. Oh, wow. It is pouring rain now. I can't even see out the window. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pouring. Y'all need more time? I'm going to go ahead and draw that next card if not. Y'all want to catch up? Sometimes mine does that, but I can only drink Monsters anymore because the NOS drinks and the other stuff get me to heart racing, and I don't know what it is, but I get UTIs when I drink anything else. Monsters, I've found that I do not get a UTI. Oh, wow. Crafty. What do you use to dye papers? Do you use tea to dye it? Do you tea stain instead of coffee stain? Because I keep a little spray bottle of coffee spray stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pick the next card. I love the smell of coffee, too. But if you use it a lot, it's almost nauseating. All right, our next card is use stamps. Use stamps. All kinds of goodies in here. I think Ray is using them. Using some stays on. I don't know if it'll work. It's archival. I might have to put some glycerin in that to revive the flower. Oh no. That works. This is an old poppy stamp. Oh. We now have beautiful stamps on there. All right, guys, I am done with the stamping. I am ready for the next one. So can I go ahead and pull it, or do y'all need a second? Just long enough for you to go get some gas put in your car, and that's about it for me. Gives me a headache if I smell it too long. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw this next one. Let's see what it says. Add sprays. Add sprays, and I think I know what I'm going to do. It's not showing it the way I want it to. Let's get that dried. The colors don't run too bad. Didn't go as planned, but I just got ink all over me. Didn't go as planned, but you know, sometimes bloopers are the best. Sometimes it makes a picture turn out even better than what you thought. Your hubby sounds really funny. Hey, Ashley! He's sneaking in. Getting all dirty-fied. All right, is everybody ready? Because I'm ready for the next one. If we're playing catch-up, let me know. I can go ahead. You love sneaking in? You don't want to do that too much. Not good for your vocal cords. Wow. What are you talking about? All right. I'm going to go ahead and choose the next card. It is add triangles. Add triangles. Okay. I'm going to use the Stabilo Miss Janie sent to me. I haven't even sharpened it since the day she sent it to me because I don't hardly use it, only for special occasions. Making a little walkway down here. Make it look like a bridge of some sort. You can barely see them, but they're triangles. I'm going to do some outlining with this. That way we promote what we're looking at here. The last time I did this in bling, I'm just outlining it in black this time. There we go. That way we know what we are looking at. There we go. I love that. That is so pretty. Ah! All my Paris pieces turn out so pretty. All right. Got my triangles down here. It looks like a little walkway down here. Y'all can't see it, but I do. All right. I still have what? Yes, I still have it. I need a white one. I would love to have a white one. Yes, I still have it. I still got a whole pencil. I barely use it, only for like stuff like this when I want a shadow. Oh, it's going to look, wait till y'all see this turned around and y'all can see it up close and see what it looks like. Oh my gosh. And we've still got a few prompts to go. I may not use all of them. I'll pull them for you guys, but I may not use them all. You never know. Yeah, I don't have a lot to work with, but there you go. I made a. You have a white one, but it don't work well. Have you tried it on a black surface, like a black piece of cardstock? Usually the black works on brighter colors and the white works on darker colors. Well, no, try it, Janie. You might be surprised. Try it on some black or some red, Christmassy colors. Like, I think it would work well. Yeah, I still keep it. I still keep that Stabilo in the same packaging that you sent it to me in. See, it's still in the same exact packaging. All right, time for the next card, ladies. Let's see what we got to go here. It says, add flowers. Well, we've already got flowers on here, so guess what? I'm going to go ahead and pass on that one because I've added flowers here because I used it, but it's in there. So, yeah, I'm going to pass on this one since I've already got flowers on here, since we got stamped flowers and we've got drawn flowers, so... And there's also flowers on the Eiffel Tower. So I'm going to pass on this one. But you can add flowers if you'd like. So it's already been done, literally. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that next card so I can work with it. Our next card after that flowers is paint with homemade stamps. Paint with homemade stamps. Okie dokie. Since it's my favorite homemade stamp ever is my little rounded piece here. So let's add some more of this purple. Since it's only got dots, let's accentuate that color a little bit. A little bit of paint out. I'm not going to use much. I'm not going to put too much on there because I don't want to draw away from what I'm doing. So we'll dry that. Put the paint back up. Carolyn, do you want me to put this one in the auction? You know, I put all my pieces like this in the auction because the D-Stash is a different sale. I know you love this already. It's smaller than the other ones, I can tell you that. I'll frame it like always. Alright, so this one is going in auction. I gotta find a frame for it. And so Carolyn will be bidding on it. So if you like it, you gotta outbid Carolyn. But Carolyn normally is the last one. She usually gets it. And I'll do her right. I'll do her up like the other one. Now that auction isn't until December, so you're gonna have to wait a while for it. But I'll make sure to get it. I'll get her done. Okay. Make sure that's up and off. All right. Homemade stamps are done. Alright, I'm going to wait a minute, then I'm going to draw the next card. Because we've only got just a few left, actually. And this piece will be done. I think we've only got, after the one that I draw will be two. Two more after that. And we will be done with the piece. Oh, Carolyn, every time I do a Paris piece, I think of you. Especially you. It'll match the other ones. Yes, it will. You'll have a full set, won't you? She has a few pieces of my original mixed media art on her wall, framed up and everything. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and draw the next card. Yep, 3. You'll have 3 of my original pieces here. All of them mixed media, actually. All right, our next card is add strips of paper. You know what? I think, well, I can do a border. I can do a side border. I'll find a little pretty piece here. I could probably do that. Yes. It's just tall enough. Yep. These will be my strips of paper. I'm only going to put 2 strips of paper, so. Yeah, I think that one looks better. With that. Yeah, I need to turn it upside down. I need to take my tape off. As I said, this piece right here is done on some sketch paper, so it's thinner than what I normally use, but it'll be framed up and pretty. Won't be able to tell. Come on. Usually I do about 15. Aw, thank you, Lizzie. We're about done with this. This is the mixed media mashup. I think somebody's already got their eyeballs on it. That was my favorite grandma. Get the tape off. And this will cover up the pieces that I usually have to fix in the end, right here. So it'll cover up those little strips except for the very, very outside. Hope you have fun with your daughter, Miss Lizzie. By the way, I love your hair. You have colored it and it looks awesomeness. YouTube's favorite unicorn is what I'm going to call it. I love the hair. Mine's going to be undertone of pink, and I'm hoping soon because we've been promising to do that for almost a year now. Maybe I can dye the tips of them pink. Tips of my hair pink. I don't know. I'm waiting to show everybody. Don't know if they'll colored stay though. It's no problem. I'll need to find my little glue bottles and get up underneath here to glue the rest of that down. But right now I'm gonna wait till that dries. All right, there's my strips of paper. Make a second side border. You can do whatever you want with the strips of paper. That's what I did with mine. Do it, Emily. Do what? I can't find my little glue bottles. Or else I would. I don't know where my little glue bottles went. That's the problem. All right, one more, or two more actually. The one with the next card. And our next card is add squares. Add squares. Well, where in the world can I add squares? I think I might have to pass on that one, but let me look at my picture. Let's see if I can add anything in there. If I had squares in there, I don't know how well it would look. Y'all think I should add squares? I think it's about done. Glad I only chose 15 prompts. Squares on the borders. No. Patty says no. Paula says squares on the borders. If I did that, it would break up the real pretty. There's already squares in it, in the border, so we count that. There's already squares in it, so we can, yeah. There's little tiny squares. It looks like graph paper in here. So I can count that. So I'm going to pass on that one because there's already little squares on here. So yeah, there you go. I'll show it to you. You'll see what I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, not too much space. I always try and make your eye come across the page just to make you want to sit there and look at it and see what all's in the picture. Some things are hidden in there, by the way. There's some things that I hide periodically throughout this. If you look real close, every piece artwork that I do, I hide a number or a letter. Well, the letters are very obvious in here, so you'll see it here. But I either had a number or a letter painted something. So if you ever buy a piece from me, look real close. You might find a letter or a number hidden in somewhere. Oh, I'm not going to make big changes. I'm not going to make big changes to it. This one, someone's already raised their hand on it. So in our auction in December, don't know which channel we're going to do it on. It's either the Divas or here, not sure. She usually bids on the framed pieces because she actually loves these, because she's a big fan of Paris too, and she likes the shabby chic. So I try and gear something towards everybody during my streams. That way they will have something to look forward to whenever we do our auctions or our D-stashes. So. All right, we have one more card, ladies. One more card, and this will be the end of the mixed media mashup. We might be able to do something else. And then, our last one is Add Sparkle, the best one. Add Sparkle. Ah! So I'm going to go get my sparklies. I'm going to go get the sparkle. And to change it up a little bit, I've got some purple sparkles, so I'm going to do a little bit on the flowers. Yeah. Outline this flower. Mm-hmm. That's going to be pretty when it dries. Any little spots here. Not too many spots. All right. Now we have that. It's actually completed. Actually, no. Wait a minute. One more thing. Did I find it? Where is it? I bet you I've lost it. Thank you. Where is it? I don't see it. I lost it. Go figure. But I will sign it right down here so you all can see. What is today's date? Today's the 25th. I just signed and I just smeared a little bit of the glitter, but that's okay. That's okay. It is done, guys. It is done. Here we go. Ooh, I don't want to mess it up. Here's the final product, ladies. Move that out of the way. And tip this up just a little bit. Maybe y'all can see it. What do y'all think? This is all from the mixed media mashup cards we created here. Isn't that gorgeous? Carolyn usually buys them, so I think that's already spoken for, so I'll have to wait for it. Now, I can recreate this about 3 more times. So if you guys want to purchase one of these exactly like this, I can recreate this. Well, hi, Judith. Just let me know if y'all would like to purchase one of these, and I can do 3 of these up, at least for the D-stash, and I will sell them like that. Hello, Deborah. What's no, Deborah? Yeah, someone could outbid you, but you know, if you're determined. I knew what you meant. This one's a smaller one than normal. This one is, let me see, where's my ruler? This one is, where's my big ruler? This one is about 9 inches. 9 inches by 9.5, or 9 by 6.5. Abouts, roundabouts. That's how big this is. But I'll have a picture frame, probably in a 9 by 12 or something like that. Something to give this a border, and I'll prettify it. But just gotta wait for that glitter to dry. It'll give it a nice little pop. Check my phone in. What? What's the matter, Shirley? Did I miss a message? Because I don't have anything popped up on my screen. Can y'all hear me? We're at 77%, and we're actually cool. Well, mostly cool. The touch. But yeah. Let me know if you guys would like me to make a few more of these, and I can put them in the D-stash. Let me know. Let me know if it's a good idea, and I will recreate this because it was very simple. The weather's messing with the view. Yeah, we've got some really bad weather coming through here. It is storming like a son of a gun. It is pouring rain. It's soaking everything. There's some pixelating. I apologize, guys. It's our weather. So what do you guys think? Recreate or leave it as one of a kind? Because I can label this one of however many I'm making. They're not going to be exactly alike because of the sprays and stuff, but I can create it again if y'all really enjoy it. Alrighty, I'm going to put this to the side, let this dry, and turn my glue gun off because I won't need it no more. I'm afraid I'm going to burn myself. But it is 3 o'clock, and I want to show you how I've been making my stuff. Let me clean my desk up. Well, where's my wipes? We've lost some. Alright, Casper, you playing tricks on me? One of a kind for Carol. Oh, y'all telling me that y'all ain't gonna outbid Carolyn? She really wants this. But I can make something similar to it. It won't be exactly like it, but I can make something similar to it. I think I'm gonna be making some mixed media not books, but mixed media pages. That way y'all can purchase in a group. Where in the world is my lights at? Where do you think that I sent them? I had them earlier. There they are. I just pushed them back in their spot. Very back. Oh, I gotta get some more because they're almost out. Hooray! Listen, she's probably asleep. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. She's taking a nap. Unless she's multitasking. I wanted to show you how I made my little beads here. And it's nothing extravagant. The most tedious part is cutting the paper. And I brought my cutter and I picked out the paper. I gotta have a clean desk. Remove all this stuff out of the way. So it's mixed media, and I'm gonna do a little bit of paper crafting and making some paper beads for you guys. I wanted to show you guys how I did it. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't you do it. This needs to go. This is the paper pack that I'm making all these pretty beads from. It's a textured. It's a textures paper pad. And so that's what I'm making them from. And let's see, how many of those do I have? I don't have hardly any white ones, so let me do this labels. We'll pull something from back here. This is a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And what I do, this is a very tedious part. I turn it over. I use a 12-inch ruler. And finding my pencil. And I mark every ½ inch because these are going to be a smaller bead. So every ½ inch, and you do that on both sides. Like I said, this is the most tedious part right here. This will get you guys into wanting to make these now, because I watched so many people do this, and I'm like, maybe I ought to try this. And I was like, oh my God, new obsession. I love making these. I mean, it's one of those things you can do while sitting in front of the boob tube watching the TV. And then you mark on the other end here. Some people don't, but I do because it helps me when I make my next cut. Because you won't see these marks once you go to rolling. But these are just basically for your eyes, not everybody else's. So like I said, I'm marking every ½ inch. The same length on bottom and top. Don't flip the paper. Just take your ruler and put it on the very bottom. And so you'll have all those little marks at the top and the bottom of your 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Now, if you don't have if you don't have a cutter, you can take your ruler and do this right here at every corner, and you draw a line and then you cut it manually, or you can use your rotary blade to cut it. I use my cutter that Miss Ray got me for a gift. You don't have to make or draw any lines. This is the simplest thing. Now, to make your first cut, take where you're unmarked at the top, right here. and line it up at your first mark down here. So this right here is the top of your blade right here where you cut down. Line that up straight with the first mark down here, and then you cut. I'll show you this. All right, so I need to turn it around, so that's how I measure it. Pull your blade up, and there's a little hole here, like a little window here. I usually line the corner of my sheet here at the top, right where the blade cut, and then push it over in the window to where that line, the cut line, is right there where it cuts. Sometimes you may have to lift your paper up and under that. And getting that first cut is a pain in the butt, but after you get it, it goes fast. All right, now that I've got it, you close that down and you cut it. It may look like you just cut a straight line. You have not. You've cut your first strip. Looks like a little oblong pizza slice. And that's a 1/2 inch in base. That's how you do that. And you continue doing that until you have all your strips cut. And you do the same thing at the top and the bottom until you have all your paper cut. Like I said, you can do it with your rotary cutter. You can also make your bases a lot wider, but I'm wanting to make the smaller beads. And so I'm doing the little ones. And then after this, I'll cut up some larger ones. That way you all can see how I do that one. This viewing window is awesome because you get the best cut right on the money, because it's right on that line, as you can see, all the way down to the bottom. Very straight and cut. Now, I'm going to put this down on the floor. And we're going to pick out another color here. So let's see, I've not used... Use quite a bit of that. Let's go with this one. This one's real pretty. Striped blue. Now this one's going to be the inch wide. And you're going to do basically the same thing as you would when making these, the thin ones. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to go across the top and the bottom and mark it at 1 inch or however wide you want your base. Now 1 inch wide is this. This is the bead you're going to get out of this. So let's mark it at 1 inch all the way across. Okay, so you have 12 little marks, well 11 little marks including this, so this will be your 12th piece here. We're going to do that on the bottom as well. Hopefully I'm making this simple enough for you guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now that we have all those pieces marked, you can use your ruler to make your strips here. Make it like a pizza all the way down. Use your rotary cutter or your scissors to cut it, or you can use your cutter like me. And so you'll want to start exactly the way I started the last time. You want to put your top that's unmarked here, line it up, have your first stripe. Hopefully you all seen that before the reconnecting went. Alright, so we want to take that unmarked top and find the mark at the bottom. Like I said, that first one's a pain in the butt. Close it and you run it. And there you have it, your first strip. And that's 1 inch long. And this will be your outside. Now, if you want to get froggy and you want to create your own paper, that's fine. That's even better. Now, the only thing that really is going to be seen on the outside is the outside rims of your paper. So if you want to get real pretty with it, take you a pen or a colored marker or something that's water resistant. Go along the edge of your strip of paper, which will decorate the edge of your paper for when you roll it. And it'll be even more spectacular. You can even use glitter paper. You can use glitter to soup up your paper. You can use just about anything to soup up your stuff. So I'm going to continue cutting these real quick because this size don't take long to cut. I'll show you how to do these big ones, since these are bigger than those little ones, but I'll show you each one. Well, this helps if you have like a bunch of paper you want to cut at the same time, but I don't, because I always decide how big I want it. I want the be while I'm drawing, so it's always a little different. The first strip is not used right. I use it. I use the very first strip. You can use it. It turns out the exact same way. Maybe a little bit wonkier, but you know it's used. Some people choose not to use it. I use it. It comes out exactly the same way. I'll prove it to you on this end because it's going to cut exactly like that first one did. And I choose to cut the paper white side up. That way I can see my marks and I'm not distracted by the pattern and cut wonky. Because I'm like a squirrel. I get so distracted. So I cut like this. Because when I first started cutting these, I got so distracted by the pattern on the paper, I miscut a couple times. So, these were not used. And I messed up on the cut a bunch getting that way. So, I decided to start doing the lines on the opposite side of the paper. So, yay, go me. Lord help me if I ever used a double-sided paper. It takes a minute to do this. What I want to try is some book paper beads, and so I'll grab me a piece of book paper, which is going to be smaller. I want to see how they turn out while I'm here. Now the last one is going to be a little tricky. You'll understand what I'm talking about when you see it, or when you cut them, because your last one's going to be like a total straight up square. It's going to be like a rectangle. See, your last strip is going to be totally straight. Now here's the trick. I line up here to here, like corner to corner in a diagonal, and that will cut your last piece. So line here and line here in your cutter. So a diagonal line, and you'll get your last cut. Oop, and it's kind of hard to line it up. Don't let it move on you. It's squirrely. Goodness. All right, there you go. You got your last two pieces cut. Perfectly. All right, now I'll show you how I do this. I take your non-normal thing. A lot of people use those real pretty, those bead winders, or some people use a toothpick. To get the hole that I need, I use a skewer. A bamboo skewer, a cooking skewer that you can get it for $1 for a whole pack of them at the dollar store. That way, you have the hole that's big enough to put a yarn or several strands of wire, what have you, through it, and it's nice and large, and they're sturdy. So, what I do is I use either end. Don't go all the way up on your stick, because once the glue gets on your stick, it's going to gunk up and you'll end up ripping a few. So what I do is I start here, I hold it like that, and I kind of roll it. I don't put the stick all the way on the thing. You see how much room I've got there? I start by rolling and getting attached to the stick like that. The spaghetti noodle would be too flimsy, it would break. And you just roll. And use your stick, and use the pressure of your stick. You can actually put a little pressure right here because it bends with you. Make sure you kind of sort of keep a hold of the paper, because this is the unorthodox way of doing it. And you roll it. I can't really take my finger off of this or it's going to unwind. As you see, it's forming. Now, I'm actually to the end. Like that. Now, this is going to end up sliding out. So what I do, see, you can easily pull that out. And so what I do is I take that stick and I kind of push up against it. That way you keep your grip on your paper and you can grab your glue at the same time. Now here's the tricky part. Here's what I do. Now, A lot of people use a dot, right? I use a small line. Keep that from sticking to me. I use a small line. I go from top all the way to bottom, like that. Or like 2 dots to spread out. Now, what I do is when I roll, I put it on my finger. You see that? Don't be afraid to get your finger sticky. And I go up and down the bead. Make sure that your little thing is in the right position where you want it. And I just roll up and down the bead with the glue. Even though it might be a little sticky, it don't take but no time to dry that. And while this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and roll up another one. I'll show you how I do the small one. I'm laying this down. This tacky glue dries pretty quick. And if it starts to stick to your surface, just pick it up and kind of roll it within your hands and it'll break apart. Now you do this the same exact way. Same exact way. I'm going to go a little quicker. It's the same way. Go halfway across and begin to roll. And you can do this while sitting in front of the boob tube. Not even basically paying attention to what you're doing. If you can get it tight enough on there, you can actually roll the stick. But I'm not doing it real tight. That way I can show you guys what I'm doing. And this is where your bead is forming. Now, if you're a perfectionist like me, I try and keep that centered. I try and keep that little strip of paper centered. Again, use your fingers to hold that stripe down and just put a little dot. You don't have to put as much on that one. Just put a little dot and begin to roll. Just cover that whole bead, which glues down any kind of air pocket you got. And if it decides it wants to shift while the glue's wet, push that back over to where you want it, and so therefore you still got your bead in form. But if you feel froggy and you want that vase looking shape, you do it. But not me. I want the little tube. There we go. And fixed. Now, that is almost dry. That is almost dry. Now, since that is still damp, I'm going to go ahead and take this one. This one is basically the same thing as what I just did. And what I'm taking, and I just got this. This is really cool. It's Liquitex Iridescent Medium. And I think you can get this just about any craft store. And no, I'm not sponsoring. I'm not sponsored. And so, just want to let everybody know, I'm just showing you what I used. All right. It's an artist acrylic, and what this is, it's a sealer. It says creates metallic effects, dries translucent, permanent, non-yellowing, and it's flexible and water resistant when it's dry. It says mix with any acrylic color or Liquitex mediums. Works best with transparent and translucent colors. Large quantities may temporarily lighten colors until dry. Can thin by adding up to 30% water. Do not mix with oils. I always test first for best results. And that's what the instructions say on that. And so what I'm going to do with this, I'm not going to mix it with any water. I am going to take a little brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this directly to it. And the paintbrush I used before, be careful. Please clean your brushes, because that stuff is rock hard and it doesn't come off very easily once you put that down. And so I'm going to shake this up. And I'm going to put out just a little bit in here, because a little bit is all you need unless you're doing a lot. So that's just barely even a drop, right? See? A drop. And so I'm going to grab an old one that I've been using. This one's a brand new one. And I'm going to stick this on the end. You can use anything. That way I don't get it all over my hands. And I just dip that into the paint and just put this on. Just wipe it on. And that, my dear friends, is what gives this its iridescent look and its pearl look and its beauty. And the color still shines perfectly through this paint. And as it said, it's waterproof once it's dry, but as I would advise, don't get any water down into the inside of that bead, because I don't think it's waterproof, and then it'll be falling apart. Yep, that's right. I just got this, and so I'm lucky to have found this. Very, very lucky to have found it. So let's let that sit to dry. And we're going to go ahead and do this one as well. Yes, you can definitely use clear nail polish or a pearl nail polish to seal it. Yep. So we have this gorgeous bead on the other end. Look how beautiful that is. There we go. Go ahead and put this one. Just let that dry because it's on a little thick. And so now we have two sets of beads that are beautifully painted and iridescent, and sometimes you can even take a dryer and dry it to speed up the process. But I've unplugged mine, so therefore I'm not gonna. But to show you what they look like when they're done, I'll get the same color out. Once they are dry, you will have the same thing, but you will have that pearlescent look, that shiny coating on it. Compared to what it originally looked like, this is your original, and this is your pearl. Two beautiful beads, two different colors, but all beautiful in the same breath. All different colors I have, and I'm going to plan on using that whole paper pack to make some beautiful beads. Here's the pink ones. So how many of you guys want to go get you some paper and start cutting? Movie night and beads is a good plan for me. Yep. I knew it. But yeah, I was quite a busy beaver this weekend and made a bunch of different colors and sizes. So these will be up for auction, or not auction, but for de-stash sale on the 2nd of July. I'm gonna have several bags of these, for you guys to purchase, and so that's that. So we have the little bead here. Gorgeousness. God, gorgeous. So we have two different kinds. Oh yeah, there you go. I wanted to show you guys how I did that. So what do you guys think? Was the show okay today? I'll show you something. Make up for my lost days and non-crafting. Alright, I'm going to pull you back up. That way you guys can see who you're talking to. In my dirty room. But anyway, hope you guys had fun. Now you want to cut paper. It's a good way to get rid of some old paper that you have that you don't feel like playing with. Because you never know, that paper, that texture paper, may look beautiful wrapped up like that. Because that's just texture paper. Not the best looking stuff, but once it's wound up, that's what it looks like with the pearl on it. Yeah, old ugly magazines. We can even do that with magazines, music sheets, book pages. Make all kinds of beautiful things. Yep. And I have all kinds of magazines sitting here. I'm getting more in the mail. But I use those for my surprise ATCs. So, ladies, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hope you had fun doing our mixed media mashup. Also, if you are doing or have done our mixed media mashup, please go and post your pictures. Everybody wants to see, especially me, because I want to see what you did, what your take was on the prompts. Remember, ladies, we are doing a D-stash on July 2nd at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on the on this channel for the jewels, not on the divas. We are doing also an auction on August 31st, which is my birthday. We're going to be doing a auction then as well. Remember, we are in the midst of a challenge, ladies. You have to make a mini fabric journal. The size minimum has to be 5x7, and it started May 25th and goes to July 1st. You must post your picture, and the journal must be made of only fabric. Now, the outside can be of anything that you want, just for stability, but it has to be made of fabric inside. So, ladies, are you up for the challenge? Go and sign up. And post your picture in the fabric journal in the photo album. You'll see it. Let's see. There's something else I'm forgetting. It's right on the tip of my tongue. We are going to be doing a die cut swap here soon after this challenge is done. So, ladies, be watching for that post for the die cut swap, because there's a lot of ladies in here that do not have any die cuts, and I'm going to be putting die cut packets in the D-stash, so if you want to purchase some and to be able to send them out, I would advise purchasing some, because I've got quite a few now, and I'm going to be putting a lot of die cuts in these packs. So be watching for those and be listening for the die cut swap, okay? All right, ladies, I think I'm done for the day. Remember, if you are not subscribed and you enjoyed this channel, and you enjoyed today's program, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and you will get notified, well, hopefully notified of all the lives and upcoming videos. So, ladies, gents, thank you for coming in. If you were new, thank you so much for coming in and visiting my channel. I hope you enjoy. Hopefully we'll see your beautiful face again. And once you are subscribed to this channel, you are a jewel, and you are a jewel in my eye. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. So ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. God bless you, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye, ladies.